Hey guys, welcome to Big Sister. I hope you guys are having a wonderful day wherever you are. I hope you guys had a great weekend. And it's kind of odd, isn't it, to have the 4th of July on a Tuesday, which means most of you have already done your celebrating this past weekend, if you celebrate at all. And hopefully you guys are going to get tomorrow off. I know those of you who are young, y'all are out of school anyway, enjoying yourselves. But guess what? School is just around the corner again. Well, guys, with that being said, let me get right into what I'm going to talk about today. And what I'm going to talk about, guys, is here's the title: I will leave you. I will leave you. I will break off the relationship. I will end the friendship. I'm leaving. I'm going to take my ball and leave. Okay? And now, while this may sound very crass and it may sound very insensitive, I want to teach you the importance of having this ability. And I will tell you that I've always been able to do that, but for some time I just felt like maybe I'm too harsh, maybe I need to be a little more understanding. And I stuck around and I hung around people who really took advantage of that. I believe most humans, most people, they want to do what's right. They want to have empathy and sympathy and understanding. But you also have to be aware that there are people who walk around looking for suckers like you and me, okay, which we're not, but that's how they see us. And they're going to do whatever they want to do at your expense and then maybe even blame you for it, okay? So we're going to talk about that. I will leave you. And the prerequisite, or, well, let's say, what will cause me to do something like this? It's basically realizing that there are some people, guys, that's going to take you for granted. I don't think that we should be so prone to just walk away from a person for just the littlest things and for frivolous things. Okay? You don't leave someone because they wear socks with sandals. You don't leave a person because they don't agree with you on a matter. But people who have shown you that they will betray you, that they will do things that will harm you physically, mentally, emotionally, people who are willing to do things that will be to your detriment, people who will just repeatedly do things that you have asked them not to do or discussed, or what they themselves would not want done to them. That's when I'm out. Okay? We have to realize, guys, that when people get to a certain age, they know better. They know the difference between right and wrong. They already know what is right and what is wrong. And that is why most people, when they're doing things that's not right, they do it behind your back. They do it when you're not around, and they vehemently deny it at most of the times. So we want to discuss that. Life is too short to sit around trying to get people to do what you want them to do, or trying to help people to change themselves. It is their sole responsibility. And if they can still have you in the meantime while they're trying to figure themselves out, they're going to be less inclined to do the hard work, and they're going to keep disappointing you. And what's going to happen is you're going to change. You're going to get hurt. You're going to be damaged. You're going to become depleted in your thinking, and you lose your attractiveness, and you lose your whatever it is that drew them to you in the first place, because now they've beat you up and they've gotten used to it. You think of something that you buy, you're excited about it, you're like, oh, I can't wait to have this and to use it, and you get it, you get used to it, and it's not as cool anymore. You're not looking at it as much, you're not using it as much. And it is really the same thing with these individuals. The problem is, sometimes, guys, we can make the mistake of being loyal and faithful and kind and empathetic to the wrong individuals. You may have qualities that are wonderful. You're loving, you're kind, you're faithful. You're going to be there. You are definitely a stable and constant person. But you can be doing that and giving that to the wrong individuals. And you know what? These individuals will damage you so much that you don't have it for the right person. Some of you, you've been hurt and dogged out by people and you've been broken and you become so hardened that you can't recognize someone who truly loves you and truly cares about you. And because you're so damaged, you're on guard all the time and you can't give what you had initially to the right person. So yes, I will leave. Yes, I will walk away. Yes, I will shut that door and never open it again. Because I realize my value and my worth. And I realize the importance of having a peaceful environment. I realize the importance of having a mind that is at ease and at rest. I realize the importance of keeping people who are trustworthy around me and allowing myself to thrive and be the best person that I can be. There are things people go through, and people may have valid things that have happened, hurts and pains, but they are responsible for getting themselves together, not dumping on you. And truly what happens is why so many people will remain with individuals who are not good for them and those who abuse them is because they're afraid to be alone. They're afraid to not have a boyfriend or a girlfriend or a companion. They're afraid of what people will say and think about them. They're terrified of this. And so what happens? You're trying so hard to make that person be who you want them to be. You're trying so hard and you're so desperate to be with somebody that you will believe whatever wolf tickets they're sending. They are like someone, they're so convincing they can catch a popsicle to a woman in white gloves. They're that convincing. But a lot of times, guys, you know that this stuff is not true. But because you want it so bad, you want to be married, you want to have the family setting, you want to have the white picket fence, you don't want anyone to say, oh, look at you, you failed another relationship, or look, you've lost the cutest person or the most handsome guy, the most beautiful woman. What's wrong with you? And because of whatever insecurities you may have, you're willing to tolerate anything. And so you stick around and you want to have the conversations and you want to listen to the lies, and you're going to keep allowing them to do certain things over and over again. But I'm telling you, I'm going to leave. I'm not quick to walk away. I'm not quick to just discard people. But when you realize that this is somebody who will harm you repeatedly, who will let you down repeatedly, who won't stop doing the very thing that brings you tears, that's when you got to realize, I got to go. I'm walking away from you and I'm not coming back. And a lot of times they won't care. They won't care because they'll move on to the next person. But guess what? You would have saved yourself. You save yourself the detriment. You save yourself the harm. You allow yourself to heal. You allow yourself to be a better person. And you know what? You find strength in being able to walk away and being on your own. And it will really make room for the right individuals where your love, where your faithfulness, where your kindness, where your consistency, where your goodness will be appreciated by the right person. And sometimes it's not always about being in a relationship, but you are able to help other people in your community and do things just in different types of settings, guys. Not always love and all of that. So yes, I will walk away. Yes, I will let you go. Is there sadness in there? Absolutely. But I'm sad with you. Is there sometimes a feeling of, yes, but then I'm doing that with you anyway. So I'd rather do that healing and getting better and moving forward than staying stagnant and being completely hurt and brought down and going through the whole rigmarole and the toxic hamster wheel. No. So guys, I hope this has helped you. It takes a lot of strength and courage to be able to stand by yourself and say no. And there's nothing wrong with leaving. There's nothing wrong with ending that relationship. There's nothing wrong with walking away. Don't stick around and allow people to destroy you. We are no longer even You're no longer secure in yourself. You no longer know what's real, what's true, what's false. You no longer know what's up, what's down, because they're constantly playing these head games and mind games with you, embarrassing you, hurting your feelings. Young people, don't date someone who's telling you about their childhood traumas. Let them work that out. Don't date a girl or a boy who has all these issues and they're abusing you and mistreating you and embarrassing you and they're possessive. That possessive stuff may seem cute when you're young, but it's really not cute long term. You'll be so insecure. You'll be embarrassed because you have a happy family because they don't have a happy family. You will feel uncomfortable getting love from your family. You'll feel uncomfortable accomplishing things because of their sad stories and their sad tales. Don't get caught up in that. Yes, people may have a sad moment and things that they've experienced, but it is up to them to overcome it, not find someone to latch onto, to dump on, and to do what? The very thing that their abusers or the people who have hurt them, they're doing that to you. A lot of times, guys, they're looking for someone to demonstrate or to carry out displacement. You know, they're mad at this one person or they're mad at this situation, but they find you to beat up. They find you to take things out on because they are frustrated. But you know who they don't have the courage to stand up to? Their abusers. You know who they're not going to fight back? The ones that's beating them up. But who are they looking for? The nice, kind person like you who's going to be there for them. Don't let it happen. And if you're with someone who's abusing you and you're with someone who is threatening you and if you're with a person that's telling you they're going to hurt themselves, they're going to do themselves harm, report it. The reason why they're doing what they're doing is because they can hold you hostage and keep you there. Report it. And like I said, when they're not doing right, there's nothing wrong with leaving.